Second seed Carlos Alcaraz and fifth seed Taylor Fritz both advanced to the fourth round at Wimbledon in 4 sets. Alcaraz split the first 2 sets against Jan-Lennard Struff before taking the third and fourth sets. Fritz couldn't finish Alejandro Davidovich Fokina in straight sets, but took the fourth set 6-1. Number 1 seed Aryna Sabalenka beat 2021 U.S. Open champion Emma Raducanu in straight sets to advance to the fourth round at Wimbledon. 6th seed Madison Keys lost to Laura Siegemund, meaning that Sabalenka is the only one of the top 6 seeds in the ladies' draw to make it to the fourth round. And for more, we now welcome in CBS Sports tennis analyst Brad Gilbert. And Carlos Alcaraz, 32-3 in his career on grass with 4 titles to go with it. Do you realistically see anybody beat him at this point?
Well, good evening. If you're a top seed right now, upsets are contagious, and so you just focus on the opponent you're playing. And Carlos Alcaraz had to play very well this afternoon to take out, I call him the right Struff, the veteran German. Every time he's played him, he's been pushed by him. He lost to him once before at the French Open, but I thought Carlos did really well to get through that. His draw is starting to look, take a little more shape, and next round, it'll have his attention. And Andrei Rublev, a former top 5 player in the world. So if you're in his team, that's all you're focused on right now. But his half of the draw, I think that Fritz and Alcaraz are headed on a collision course potentially to play the semifinals.
You talked about Taylor Fritz. Well, he played his best match of the tournament so far, but what was different for him on Friday opposed to that 5-set epic matches he played in his first 2 rounds?
Well, first of all, Kenny, he played 2 consecutive guys that were 6'8", and once again, a tough match in Fokina, but a completely different matchup, much more about ground strokes and maneuvering the point. First 2 matches against the big guys, it's like a goalie trying to shut down the net facing the big serves. But I thought Fritz did really well, especially after dropping the 3rd set. He regrouped, and I thought he played his best set of the tournament in that 4th set. And I think his draw is really opening up, and I think he's got a great shot to make his first semifinals here at Wimbledon.
Absolutely, and 3 American men remain alive, but as for the American women, Madison Keys' loss means that the 2nd highest seed remaining on the top half of the draw after top seed Aryna Sabalenka is 13th seed American Amanda Anisimova. Brad, what do you make of just all of these upsets we've been seeing on the women's side this year?
Well, it's kind of something that we've seen the last few years. The last 3 years, at least an 80-1 long shot has won this tournament. So I said coming in, expect the unexpected. Obviously, Sabalenka now is the overwhelming favorite, but she's never made it past the semifinals here. And I said at the start, if you think about 5 or 6 long shots, that's what you should do. I still wouldn't be shocked if someone came through. Rybakina, who did win this tournament 3 years ago, is on the bottom half of the draw. And Swiatek, who plays Collins tomorrow, they could be on a collision course potentially. But Sabalenka's draw is definitely opened up. But right now, if you're on the women's side, be wary. Be focused on who you're playing next. That's it. The conditions, as the warm weather makes the ball bounce a little higher and play a little quicker, I do think it's good for Sabalenka. And pretty crazy, for the first 5 days, we finished past, evening, where we normally don't play under lights because the matches have gone so long. But I do like Sabalenka's draw. I do think she's the player to beat on the women's side. But keep an eye on the 2 Americans that I think got a good chance are Emma Navarro and Amanda Anisimova. I like both of them, and I could see both of them making deep runs in this tournament. Strength in numbers for the American women.
Strength in numbers right there. And as you've mentioned, maybe we're a couple of collision courses that we're getting ready to see, but you brought up Aryna Sabalenka, who's beat 2021 U.S. Open champion Emma Raducanu in straight sets. She's the favorite to win the tournament. You said that she is the player to beat. How confident are you that she can get her first Wimbledon win?
Well, you know what? I wasn't so sure before tonight. Was down 4-1 in that 2nd set, pulled it out. she is somebody that has been unbelievably consistent getting to the business end of the slams. She lost in the first two slam finals this year, and Australia and the French won the U.S. Open last year. So she's somebody that you expect to be there. Right now, those are tough odds and basically even money. So I kind of like, taking a flyer on Anisimova or Navarro. But I do feel like Sabalenka will be there in the final weekend. I just got a slight feeling that this trend that we've had the last 3 years will continue.
It's going to be exciting to watch and plenty more action. And Brad, we appreciate you stopping by with that insight. Thank you so much. Another exciting day of action ahead Saturday in London. Top-seeded Yannick Sinner on center court to start off the day. American Ben Shelton in action at 11 Eastern. Novak Djokovic facing Miomir Kecmanovic. And on the women's side, 8-seeded Iga Swiatek facing Danielle Collins.